Potaji. This is Schwa here on Lusofonica. This is an episode of Do Deserto, and it's a new series that we're doing. The first one was with Pedro here from Lusofonica, and I'm very lucky to have Josh with me here today. And you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Josh. I am a Connecticut native, born in Hartford, Connecticut. And my background kind of spans between design, graphic and garment design, I will add, as well as experience curation, a bunch of different creative projects, but more so recently, and part of the reason why I'm here in Lisbon now is I'm a part of a DJ collective called Pressing Plant, and had the privilege of connecting with Ella and some other homies at No One's Watching, and we threw an event last night, which was the follow-up to a party series called Amber, and it was quite a lovely experience, and happy to be here.
Okay, so we are sending you away to the desert, and you're going to be there for the rest of your life by yourself, alone. And you are allowed to bring some songs with you.
Mm-hmm.
What's some of the songs you want to bring?
Okay, well, we should just load them up here. I'm still actually making my decisions, but I believe this is definitely at least one song that I would bring.
It's a dark skin. It's a juicy lips, girl. She's bad, bad, badass. She's bad, bad, badass. She's bad, bad, badass. She's so dark, girl. I've been all around the earth, and those girls will kiss me first, but you just stand there with the smirk. But don't you worry about it. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So baby, don't fool with me. If you don't wanna give it up, don't worry about it. Baby, don't fool with me. If you don't wanna give it up, don't worry about it. I just wanna feel you. You just wanna feel my. We should just go and feel imagine. But fuck it, don't worry about it. Oh, baby, don't fool with me. If you don't wanna give it up, don't worry about it. Baby, don't fool with me. If you don't wanna give it up, don't worry about it. Baby, look at your girl staring at me, and her girl in the next seat. They want over, not free. Don't worry about it.
So that was your first song. Why did you choose it?
So yeah, I mean, I think one of the one thing that I realized going through this exercise is that I'm like such a big fan of like intros, like album intros. NARD is like definitely one of like the most influential, bands, groups, for my upbringing, and just like in terms of like seeing people that look like me but like are making music that feel like that doesn't seem like it should be what they could be making, like, quote unquote. And I think also helped me recognize like to like really sort of like embrace the like unique spirit that I feel like I've always had, like kind of like a bit like alternative, and just like sort of anti-mainstream, and just sort of like moving more with your feelings and your gut, and less influenced by like what others might say.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Fly or Die is my favorite album from NERD. The track was Don't Worry About It for, I'm not really sure the format of this, but um, and I think also something fitting about being trapped in the desert, but still having these songs that sort of lift your spirit. And the first one being like, there's not really any worries.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank you. Can you tell me about your next song?
yeah, let me get back to the photo to see what I wanna do here.
How old were you, by the way, when you were listening to NERD, like when you first found them?
Um, I mean, I think this album came out maybe like '05 or '07, and I'm pretty sure like I heard it like right around the time it came out, but I think I was like maybe up like peripherally to like the songs or like to them to them themselves, and then I think hanging out with some homies and like kind of like recognizing that they like how influential Pharrell, Chad, Neptune's production was, and how they were working with so many different artists in the industry. But yeah, so I was like, you know, what, basically like 16, 17. So yeah. In terms of the next song, which this one?
Exhibit A.
Oh, okay. I mean,
No, you play. This is
No,
your.
no, no, no.
This is your
We-
desert.
no, we can definitely. Yeah, we could definitely choose this one.
And his own story was as curious as his narrative. The tale of his life is the tale of a writer of incredible vision, an astute analyst and pundit, a lyricist compassionate and callous, a reckless hedonist, and disaffected malcontent.
I spit that wonderama shit. Me and my conglomerates shall remain anonymous, caught up in the finest shit. Get that type of media coverage Obama get. Spit that Kurt Vonnegut kid. That blow your brain, Kurt Cobain, that Nirvana shit. Who gon' bring the game back? Who gon' spit that rainbow on the train tracks? That gold rope, that five-finger ring rap. Running with my same pack. You can find the Christ where the lepers and the lames at. Life is like a dice game. One roll can land you in jail or cutting kick, blowing kisses in the rice rain. Nice whip, nice chain, a closet of skulls. The stench is like slave blood and private and tall. Yeah, they built my city on top of a grave. Nigga die, nigga get high and watch the parade. Back in the early 90s, where they at, where they at? Get the gap was a popular phrase. Valley animals and rugbies was a popular craze. This the vivid memoirs of an obnoxious slave. I paved ways like Nat and Harriet. I'll blast on Judas Iscariot and peel off in the chariot. I'm sitting pretty, spitting flames, gripping grains. Ain't a damn thing changed.
How does he do it?
My young lad, do you ask a dolphin how it swims?
No.
Or an eagle how it flies?
No.
That's right, you don't. Because that's what they were made to do. You are about to bear witness, my friends, to one of the greatest technological...
Yeah, J Electronica, Exhibit A. So quick story with J Electronica. I remember me and some friends, we had took a trip to New York to Central Park, and just for folks that don't know, Connecticut is like a 2-hour drive from New York. It was actually one of my friend's birthday, but Q-Tip was having a free show for like their like summer stage series. And I remember it was like super packed, and like it didn't seem like we were able to get into the show. And then like one of them had just like looked over and saw J Electronica basically just like sitting on a curb, just like posted, just like by himself. We were all just like laughing to each other, just like it's so packed, like even J Electronica can't get in. But also the irony of him being like, no one even really knew who he was, and I even like peripherally had known about him. But it was like at that point, I just kind of like went home, did some research, did some digging, listened to the Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, like 14-minute track that he did. But yeah, J Electronica is definitely a pretty pivotal rapper in my sort of like musical journey. So yeah.
Tell me about your next song.
Yes. So I think I need So I think this actually might be a good segue because this feels like a song that Jay Electronica would actually like, or is probably familiar to. But it has a bit of an intro, so I guess I can kind of talk over it a little bit. But this song is called Kar. I'm not exactly sure of the pronunciation. I believe it's translated to tree. The artist is Karush Yagme. He is from Iran, and he kind of was like pretty pivotal in the sort of like Iranian revolution, sort of like late 70s psychedelic rock. I don't really know a ton of the history there, but I do know that he's definitely like a pretty big figure in like the psychedelic rock scene and kind of activism at that time. And Egon from Now Again Records reissued a compilation of a lot of his materials. But a friend of mine, like a really close friend, was the one who put me on to this artist and this song in particular. So it's always been, just like one of my favorites.
مثل خارم رو زمین توی صحرا، تو مثل بارون تندی داری سبزم میکنی. هی هی اگه تنهام رو زمین توی شبا، تو مثل ماه بزرگی که نگاهم میکنی. هی هی توی شهرهای خالی اگه بارون نگیره نمیمونه خاره تنها توی خشکی میمیره. چی بگم من تک و تنها وقتی تاریکی میاد، توی تاریکی میترسم اگه مهتاب بمیره.
That was beautiful. I am going to listen to it, the whole thing, when later. What do we have next? Also, I can really see this one, like we said, in the desert.
We definitely need to go back to some hip hop. And
Would you say hip hop is like your first love?
100%. 100%. Oof. I think it might have to be this one. So we're about to cue up Mobb Deep featuring Kool G Rap, The Realist, produced by The Alchemist. Yeah, and The Alchemist is definitely probably like one of my favorite hip hop producers, and I remember like he basically, this is just like a 4-bar loop, like no drums added. Probably like one of the most easiest beats he's ever made, but I just like really love the flow of Coogee rap on this. Prodigy going back and forth on the chorus, but yeah, probably like one of my favorite like Alchemist tracks with Mobb Deep.
Fuck the bitch ass and switch fast niggas that lack the real. When the slugs burst, G-Rap be aiming at your mug first. Niggas is bloodthirst, we see who get plugged worse. We dug earth to place you, put the nickel platers to your facial. Bullets ain't racial, kid, they only hate you. My nine will seem like it's a time machine, BC date you. Jacking you more than Ripper, my fifth's an organ shifter. The human organism lifter, you'll be hearing organs if you're leaving orphans. If you let these floors hit you with a law split you. A 4-pitcher, the bump heads, but those that dump lead. Accurate shots in back of your knot. Leaving one dead, G-Rap, Havoc, and Prodigy. Let's put these bitch niggas where bodies be done. Yo, if it gotta be, you gotta be, you gotta be, you gotta be. For street niggas living with their lives on the line.
For young guns coming up during these times.
For police who find drugs letting niggas slide.
For niggas out slinging like 4 in the night.
For your man's not snitching when the pressure is tight.
For pistols that don't jam when it's time to strike.
For bootleg liquor on a Sunday night.
This be the realest shit you heard in your life.
When the gas spits, some niggas get blown off the atlas. The half is unsolved mystery. Reenactments, get practice. What you lack is you think like the average. Jake's dumbfounded, leaving crime scenes can handle. Nothing but cannons, got conspicuous. Like a laminate or branded with the cereal scratch. Bad apple out of the batch. Done it maybe like that. If I could push back the clock, probably leave it like that. Draw blood for my niggas, G.O.D. Ty Nitty and Twin is not here. Plus my kin, Killer be forever with me. Quick to set it with me. And to QB, they show love throughout the years with me. You got guns, we got guns, the serious ones. Leave foul powder stuck in your lungs. We come from where niggas look out for they dun-duns. Love never disrespect, hit niggas with redirect.
The realist. Yeah, I mean, what more can you say? Alchemist and Mobb Deep definitely have a strong lineage together. So, yeah, it's definitely a standout track for me. In terms of where do we want to go next? I think we need to take it here. This is, I mean, you know, a lot of people's, I don't even really know what to say about these guys. They're just like pretty magical, but this is, Prelude, a go around by the legendary Cortex.
I love this song.
Yeah, so quick little story with these guys. The collective Jazz is Dead brought them out of retirement, and I believe, I don't know when the last time they toured or performed, but they did a couple shows last summer in a couple different cities, but I had drove up to Montreal to see them, and it was such an amazing show. And
That's the jazz festival.
Yeah, Montreal Jazz Fest. And reconnected with some of the homies that I had up there. And then I end up like basically visiting Montreal every month for the rest of the summer. So definitely kind of helped like reestablish like my connectivity to that city because I really love it there. Yes.
Tell me about your next song.
The next song, what do we have here? I think it just kind of feels like we got to kind of go back and forth between the thing like hip hop, which was my first love, and then everything else that kind of had filled itself around there.
Shake it down.
This was honestly a toss up between the Slum Village track, The Look of Love. But I actually have another like Jay Dilla reference that I think I'm gonna play that also includes that melody. So, but yeah, this is off of Welcome to Detroit, which I think is probably like Jay Dilla's best album in my opinion, or like at least my favorite. But I just love his flow on this.
Lambskin seat covers, brothers, get your change. Get your dame, cause she want the niggas with the frames, but the change. Nigga man sick with the bang. Shit been the same since 86 and Kane. Get your main bitch, hit your nigga in my brains. And they say that's why we hold still. See me four-wheel and roll over the whole building. Chrome killing them 20 inches, the whole deal with it. I'm so ill with it, so deal with it. I'll be potted out, without a doubt. Spot 'em out, wallet out, we wildin' out. Ladies, let me see you do it like, you look at me. Yeah, look at you, feel it. Yeah. Look at me, I'm seeing you. Look at you, you're doing it. Look at me, do it. Look at you, do it. Look at me, do it. Look at you, do it. Look at me, you looking good. Look at you, I'm seeing you. Look at me, do it. Look at you, do it. Look at me, do it. Look at you, do it. Look at me, come on, look at you. Check it down. Look at you. Look at me. Look at you. Yeah, come on. This is for my bitches with cars of their own. This is for my niggas with the bars of chrome. All bitch niggas, leave your little cars at home. Stay there. Detroit niggas don't play fair, son. Chickens be tricking to get their head done. Yeah, son. It's now wrong. These niggas spark shit. I'm on some biz mark shit like. Can you feel it? Cause nothing can save you. But this is the season for stacking your paper. My click is the reason you're tucking your chain up. Cause when you fucking with this, you fucking with danger. You see me up in the range, and I got a gang of niggas that be running with things and guns to bang ya. They be running with things, got guns to bang ya. Cause when you fucking with this, you fucking with danger. When you see me do it, you do it. When you see me do it, I do it. When you see me do it, I do it.
Do you produce? You ever done your own production?
No, like I've kind of been just like a collector, I would say, for for like the past decade, and then I started getting into DJing. I probably bought my first I bought my second turntable maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, and I was like kind of started to get inspired to learn how to mix and DJ. But lately I've been kind of inspired to start getting into my own production, so we'll see where that goes.
Do you see yourself going down like a hip hop beats kind of route or something different?
Nah, I definitely think probably house, if anything. Yeah, for sure. Which reminds me, there's definitely a song that's missing from this list, but
what is it?
It's Can You Feel It by Larry Heard, because that I think is probably the most pivotal record for me that like really made me want to like learn and research and like understand the origins of house music the most. But this next record, definitely need to make sure it's included because it's super, super important. This song is by an Italian composer named Piero Umiliani.
I love him too.
Yeah. So like for most of my friends, they like for like my like wax heads or like music lovers in particular, where we talk about music, they know that I love library music, library compositions. Piero is a maestro. There's also Piero Pacini, who is also like super, super good. But this particular track and album is super special because he goes under an alias as M. Zala, which always kind of reminded me on some like hip hop energy. But yeah, this is a really great track. That's Piero for you. So yeah, I think the next song that I would like to include is it might be a wild card based off of everything else we listen to, but this band is like one of my favorite bands. They're called Broadcast. Kind of like, I think they were signed to Warp Records. They were around kind of like late 90s, early 2000s. I think this particular song, America's Boy, is from their album Tender Buttons, which I think released maybe like 03. They're from the UK. And it's like super, I don't even know how to call it. It's just like a bit spazzy, but like it's sort of like electronic rock influence, kind of similar to like NERD in some ways in terms of like it's very fluid in terms of how you would define their music. But this album is like one of my favorite, and I feel like it's super progressive for the time. And I think this might be like a standout record because it's also quite political as well. But check it out.
No tea and me the queen.
Tell me about your next tune.
Cool. And I think this might be our last, but yeah, this next tune is by legendary jazz musician Robert Glasper. There's quite a bit of an intro at the beginning. And yeah, he tends to do these these tributes to Jay Dilla, and you'll obviously hear like throughout this record there's like multiple different tracks that he's like sampling. This is E equals MC squared, that was off of the Shining album. But me and my collaborator Elijah at Pressing Plant, we always close out our sets usually with this track, and I just think it's something that like it would never get old because it merges so many elements of music that I love: jazz, hip hop. Even this EMC squared was originally sampled, or like the original track that Jay Dilla sampled was by Kraftwerk, I believe. So there's like a culmination of a lot of different elements in this particular song. So it's like, I don't think I could ever get tired of it.
So, how do you think you would do in the desert?
I mean, I think if I had this selection, I feel like I can keep myself pretty entertained. The real question is like, do I have like what tech do I have? Like, can I mix? Do I have any devices?
Well, you are allowed a luxury item, so.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a mixer and some headphones. Yeah, that's all I would need.
Well, thank you so much. Good luck out there, and see you next time. Come back to Lisbon soon.
Thank you. Peace.